Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're doing well. Good morning, Matt. Good morning, Exchange. Good morning, Aiden. Good morning, Cars and Buses. Thank you very much. Hope you are enjoying your Sunday. It is raining. It is raining, finally. I am so happy it is colder. So happy it is getting colder. Summer is over. But not really, but I'm just so glad it's cold. Finally, it's getting cold. And Man United lost against Liverpool. It's not... Okay, if you get up, that's fine. But it wasn't... It was a Man United young team against a fairly strong Liverpool side. When I saw the teams, I expected nothing else than a Liverpool win. Man United didn't put anywhere near their best team out last night. They had 3 senior players starting. One of them was Sanchez. I expected it. Have we got our draw for the Champions League through yet? Sugar. Looks like we're not going to have an easy task through the Champions League. Barcelona in February. Ow. Ow. That's going to hurt. But before we get to that, we've got a small task of taking on Chelsea. Who are currently sitting in 4th place. They're 5 points behind us, but obviously, if they beat us, then they'll be only 2 points behind us. So we've got to try and keep up the pressure on Chelsea and try and keep the distance as much as we can. Matt, if you're still here, mate, I meant to ask you, did you go to the West Brom Coventry game yesterday? Just out of curiosity. And I hope you all had a good Saturday as well. And I hope you enjoyed everything that was going on. Was it a good atmosphere? Because I know it was mainly for Cyril Regis yesterday, wasn't it? I don't know what the score was yesterday. But I just wanted to know whether it was a good send-off for Cyril. Because, well, I know he died quite a few months ago now. But for West Brom and Coventry, that was a massive... They were 2 massive clubs for him. So it would have been nice to just know it was a really good game just for that reason. 5-2 West Brom. Does that mean Coventry are going down? Were you impressed with Coventry's performance though, Matt, or was it a bit like the loss kind of took everything off it?
Hi there, a Premier League game for you today. I'm Martin Tyler, and to call the action alongside me, Alan Smith. In our game today, West
No, it was a friendly. It was a friendly. Cup matches don't start till next week. That's fair enough. Have you been impressed with Coventry pre-season? I know you've said that you're going up. Do you think that the signings you've made, and even though some of the outgoings you were angry with, do you think you'll be good enough to reach playoffs?
See goals, the performance of the players of the home side this season when they've been playing here at home.
Oh, couldn't get the pass off. Really? What's made you change your tune on that one?
Well, they're in a good position here. Excellent cross from Hazard.
Oh, no, no, no. 1-0. Morata. Oh, bloody hell. Luckily, we got escape with that. Wow, that's a bit of a shock to hear you say that, to be honest with you, mate. Great save from Baker again. Let's hope... Okay, let's flip that a little bit then. Let's just hope that they've got their bad performances out now.
There's good progress with this attack. Now they can attack. But he's shut off now. Good defending. Now denied. It's Harrison. Gabriel Jesus.
Jesus gets the deflection of Socrates. If we run through this, Aiden, then yes. If we get through these, I think we got 4 games. We're going to be playing 2 of them. So yeah, we should get through to the transfer window today. But we don't have a great deal of money to buy players with.
That's good movement forward here. It's with Danilo.
Oh, Jesus gets in. Oh, I took you one step too far and Grimaldo got the tackle in.
Very close as he slid in. It's Isco. Spread the intentions of the opposition there to make the interception.
Okay, Boateng just a little bit too strong for Jesus. A little bit too strong there for Jesus. Isco, pinch it. Oh, come on. How has Isco managed to just walk around that? Oh, wow, what an effort.
Well, that breakaway did look dangerous. This is well, they've won the ball back. Return ball. Come away with the ball cleanly. Great tackle.
Hi FIFA. I was going to say, that's weird. Hi FIFA 18. I was going to say, I hope you're doing well, but you've been messing me about recently. I'm on about the game, not you personally. And Chelsea have started this game so much better than me.
Well, if he keeps getting in those kind of areas, I'm sure he'll score pretty soon. Now Danilo. It's Harrison. On the attack here.
Hi Danny, hope you're doing well.
It's Isco.
What did I do with Joe Hart? I'm assuming that FIFA 18, this is that you haven't read the description of the video as well. What happened is this is now the 5th season we're in, and we have been relegated to League 2. We relegated into League 2, took out all the players above 70 rated, which at that time did include Joe Hart. But he was on loan anyway, so he was always going to go back to City. Jesus gets knocked off the ball by Boateng for the 2nd time this game. And he could have easily controlled it. And then we've built him up using youth players and basically just signing everyone we can. So this is the 5th season, 2nd season in the Premier League. We finished 3rd or 4th last year, I forget. Oh, come on, Boateng's just too strong. Yep, Shrewsbury did beat Vale yesterday 4-2 in a friendly. We again look too suspect at the back. We don't look like... We look like... When we've got a back 4, we look too open. When we've got a back 3, we just don't seem to have the idea of what the manager's asking us to do. Yet, it's still something that they're working on. So, it's weird. I didn't go, unfortunately. Up until the end of September, I have commitments on Saturday afternoons that I have to fulfill. So, I go to... Until the end of September, I only go to a couple of Vale games. Luckily, I've been able to get out of my commitments for next week, and I can go to the first game of the season. Get it. Oh, come on. It should be good. It should be good. I can't wait for it to be in career mode, and then see what they do with it. But I'm again, all these features being added to it. I honestly want to. I don't want new features. I don't. I want them to tweak the gameplay and some of the back end stuff that's been going wrong for years. I don't care about them adding the Champions League, the Euro League, the World Cup or anything like that. I want them to tweak the stuff that's been going wrong. Like what's going on in this career mode at the minute. We're fifth season in, mind. Matt, don't start that.
Very good shielding of the ball.
It's like I want them to fix. I want them to fix the issue with where teams just. It's like Man United against us in the last stream yesterday. Played a full, kind of like what they did for Liverpool last night. They played an almost full reserve team in the Premier League. Oh, Courtois with a great save. No, Denier's not shooting. That's a good run by Sessignon, but unluckily Courtois there. I want them to fix stuff like that. I want them to fix where no matter what happens, it's like teams take you seriously. It's like so many times when we were Vale that teams would not take us seriously for one reason or another. For one reason or another, they would play a youth team. And I understand what happens with the lower star teams. Great block. Like when hang on. I'll get back to my thoughts in a second. I just need to focus on this.
Alan, what about Chelsea's next game? Yeah, they're playing Stoke City in the next match. I can see only one winner. I think they'll find it pretty easy.
Solanke. Here we go. This is the chance. Jesus, great block. Like, oh, you're kidding me. Harrison, get there. No. Oh, for crying out loud. Who would take Vale seriously? Everyone in League 2. Until he gets the 3/4 of the way through the season and we're pretty much like lost at towards the end of the bottom, then I don't expect the top teams to take us seriously. But that's it. Who would take Coventry seriously? Who should take Vale seriously is exactly the same question of who should take Coventry seriously, which is everyone in their league or everyone they play themselves against. That is the answer to that question. Great block, Sandy. Boateng again. Can we have the free kick? Ref, how is you flagged for a free kick? How is that? Was that supposed to be for them? Let's have some fresh legs up front.
With speed. Getting forward well as a team now. Good challenge.
Every single time, Danny and Matt, you are in this chat, I have to watch chat more than ever. So please just behave, or I'll ban you both. Please, both. You know what? I'm just gonna leave it at that. If both of you just don't behave when you're together, so either you both shut up and play nice, or you're both banned. Who would after last night? Who would take Man United seriously? Everyone who plays against Man United. Aiden, it's a friendly, so he has the right to do whatever he wants.
Yeah, he doesn't miss much, this ref. He's eagle-eyed, and he wanted to give the team a chance.
Just behave. That's all I'm asking. You're both fine when you're on your own. It's just when you're talking to each other, you just don't. You just don't. You just what do you call it? You just don't play nice. So just please, I'm asking you now, please, because I have to watch chat more than ever. And I never said you had to go, Matt. I just said behave. It's a warning. Again, I haven't banned you properly. Boateng is just all over Jesus. Can we have the free kick? I'll prefer to have the free kick, ref. So I can't get anything. I don't. That's the thing. I don't know. Well, then don't rise to the questions then, Danny. If he does, then that's it. Just ignore it. That's the way you deal with life, because you will come across people in your life that will annoy you more than what Matt or you are doing to him. So just ignore it, let it go, and it's how you grow as a person. And if you say, I can't do it, then you need to look at yourself and you need to figure out why you can't do it. Fred, oh my lord, we escaped one there. Both of you chill, please. I can't get the pass off now. I'll be happy with the draw, but I should have won this. And Fred comes in with that. Messi. Oh, it would have been that. That's fine. That's all I want to see. All I want to see is sorry. That's all I want to see. So all I want to see, just say sorry. That's it. Move on. And we drew against Chelsea. Then all I'll say is then, Danny, just have a look. Just I understand that if you do, I know ADHD is difficult to deal with. I know it is from other people. Sorry, not from other people. So I know it's difficult from what people have told me about it, who either suffer with it or know someone who suffers with it. So all I'll say is just take a couple of seconds before you hit the send button. Type everything out, leave it for a couple of seconds, let that couple of seconds wash over you, then send it. And that's my advice to everybody. That's everybody on the internet. I'm not one to preach, but this is my problem with the internet in general. Everyone has an opinion and has the right to share their opinion. I'm not taking that away from anybody at all. But what you should do is write it out, compose yourself for 5 seconds, read it back, then press send. That's the next bit. That's what should happen. No one on the internet does that anymore, and it annoys me. It annoys me. The amount of people you just see, because it's spur of the moment, send. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. You do, I mean, it might not come back, it might not sink in to some people. And this is adults. This is like people who are businessmen and women and all stuff like that. But if you keep your Twitter for as long as you live, or until you get into adulthood or to looking for jobs, you do realise that people who, what do you call it? People who you apply to jobs for look at your social media. So if you've been angry at certain companies or whatever and shouted at people on Twitter and been nasty like that, they might not hire you for a job because of that. I know of people who have done that. So just that's my little bit of a warning. Just be careful about what you're putting on social media, because if you go in absolutely in on a company or whatever, then just be careful. That might have different ramifications later on in life. So that's why I'm just saying, while you have the opportunity, just be careful. Not everything that you want to say should be said on the internet. Well, that's basically what I mean. Right, we're going to be simming this match. Right, we're against Burnley. We're going to sim this one. And we're going to be... I'm going to put out the full reserve team against Burnley. Not to show them no respect, but I need to I want to keep some of the players rested because we've got Christmas coming up. So hopefully they'll be good enough. We're simming through a couple of bits. Reed takes the lead. Oh, we win 2-1. Evans and Reed, 2 youngsters. Oh, I will tell you this now, Aiden. I'm assuming most people in the chat now are under the age of 15. That's a guess from me. No, just Aiden, just chill. It's done now. They've said sorry. They've said sorry. So they said sorry to each other and they said sorry to you as well. I read that. So just chill. It's done. It's gone. We're forgetting about it. We're moving on. We're moving on. We're moving on. Hang on, we're playing on Christmas Day. What? We're playing on Christmas Day. What? FIFA, sort your shit out. Yes, I swore. We're playing on flipping Christmas Day. Is this some kind of backwards universe where the 26th is Christmas Day and 25th is Boxing Day? EA, please. Please. Right, playing against Palace. Morning, KP. It's not allowed, but we've got to do it because they're saying we've got to do it. What have you guys got planned for this afternoon? Anything at all? Anything planned for the rest of the weekend? I'm assuming you're all, everyone's finished school now. So you've got all 6 weeks, you've got whatever's left of the 6 weeks, 5 weeks, or you've got a full 6 weeks ahead. So what have you got planned for it? Who's going to win the Premier League? I still think City are too good at the minute. Even though, I mean, they've just lost Mahrez, but you know it's. Yeah, definitely 6 weeks. Yeah. Any holiday plans? Your holiday is Fortnite. That's a very bad holiday. Whoever forced you to do that, KP, I apologize, because that is a horrible holiday to go on. A horrible holiday. No one should have to put up with death over and over again. Good save by Baker. I mean, and let's face it, when you're on holiday, you don't want to have to build stuff when you're on holiday, do you? It's criminal. I tell you what, if you booked it through Thomas Cook, I'll have words if you want. Oh, it's a good ball in. Oh, we can't get the header. Who's going to be second? I think Manu. Manu, I think, will be second. Ooh. Good block by Denier. It's attention deficit hyper disorder, something like that. I can't remember. I sometimes forget what the H stands for. Yeah. Messi gets surrounded.
Maybe the counter-attack is on here. This is the sort of side with the credentials to win the league. They're getting themselves in a good position to do that.
Well done, Sessignon. Oh, shug it. Why would you want to move to the inferior console?
Looking to play their way through now. And he's got the ball away from him with the tackle.
That's fair enough. But not everyone will share that same opinion, KP. Okay, Messi just left the ball behind. No, it doesn't. It's a trailer. It's a trailer. A trailer means absolutely nothing about the game. Get it! Oh, you great save by Raphael. Deny with the header straight to Raphael. Danny, just can we drop the subject, please? If you're gonna just talk to Matt about ADHD, you might as well just send him a private message and just do about it that way rather than in my chat, if you don't mind. Hello, Ariane. Thank you very much for coming and joining the stream. Hope you're doing well. And when I say inferior console, KP, I do it to just to try and wind people up sometimes. Because again, my opinion is that I prefer Xbox because it's what I've always played multiplayer with. So if I ever have, like, say, I've had, so I would say I used to play a lot of Call of Duty. Thank you, Ariam. A lot of Call of Duty, FIFA when I played a bit of Ultimate Team, but I've always played the majority of, say, sports and multiplayer games on Xbox, and then my single player and campaigns like role-playing games and stuff like that have always been PS4 or PlayStation, should I say? Because when I was growing up, PlayStation had the better ones. So I don't actually think there is a better console. Graphically, at the start of the generation, the Xbox failed to start this generation off. The Xbox One failed compared to the PS4. But then if we go back in history, the Xbox 360 was better than the PS3 by a mile. You know, it's so. But at the minute, Sony and PlayStation have more of my games that I play through Call of Duty. PlayStation has more of my, like, Final Fantasy. It has Horizon Zero Dawn. It has Detroit. It has more games that I play and can just basically just play on my own for like 40-50 hours and do that. And then I have the Xbox, which is basically, I could call it my streaming console. Great save by Raphael. FIFA is better on. I find FIFA better on the Xbox because the controller fits my hand better. Ariane, I will have a look when we get into the window. And KP to ask, how did Messi get Pogba and... Sorry, how did West Ham get Messi and Pogba? Free transfers. Get in! We missed a flipping penalty, but yeah. Yeah, we got him through pre-contract at the end of last season. Yeah, it's every single console. Every single person has their own favourite console or PC. Here's my thing. Nintendo, I love Nintendo. I think they're great at what they do. But one thing that annoys me is you have the DS and everything like that. And they have Pokemon that only go onto the DS and the handheld consoles. Why don't they ever put an adventure Pokemon game, like just normal Pokemon, on the GameCube, on the Wii, on the Wii U, on the Switch? Why don't they do that? Yeah, it's always on the DS. It's always on the DS, like Pokemon Sun and Moon, Black and White, Gold and whatever. It's always on the handheld device. Why can they not put it on the main console? I would love that. Just be able to play on the Switch and play that. No, Virtual Pro Gaming aren't the sponsors, but I have a connection with them through stuff that I've done with them. Don't do as much for them anymore, but they're an absolutely phenomenal company. Well, website, should I say, that basically deal with like pro clubs. And I think they've got Fortnite. I think they've got maybe I don't know whether they've got a Fortnite team or they're doing something with Fortnite and Call of Duty, something like that. But if you're interested in pro clubs, they have so many different leagues that people can get involved with. Oh, Cunningham! I don't have any sponsors at all. They're just people that I know and have done and helped me out in the past. So that's why they do that. but definitely check them out. And while I'm here actually, we did right. I'll do this after. Actually, I'll do that after the game. Hi Zach, hope you're doing well. I might have to just start taking little pot shots from long range. Oh, deny it. Danilo! Yeah. Why do I stream early? Because it's A, it's when I get up, and B, I usually have stuff to do in the afternoons on weekends, so that's the reason why. It's like this afternoon again. I've got to be somewhere for just after 12:30, and then I won't be back in till about 6 o'clock tonight, 7 o'clock tonight. So that's the reason why I stream early. It just fits in with the schedule around everything else that I've got to do.
Yeah, they're playing Stoke City in the next match. And it's got the look of an extremely tight and tense match.
Handball! Oh no, we turned handballs off, didn't we? Nope, I don't. Nope, West Port Vale fan. I'm a Port Vale fan over here. Ah, sucks to be you. I'm joking, by the way.
This looks promising. Nice return pass. Quick mind, this lad.
How long have you supported Man City, Zach? Just out of curiosity.
Moving the opposition around with these two players. Position here.
Oh, but that was a 5-yard pass to Messi. How can you mess that up?
Very encouraging. Now Messi. These two have got a great understanding with their passing. Messi. Gabriel.
Great finish from Jesus on the spin. Excellent goal. We managed to just wiggle that half a yard of space for them to fire it into the top corner. Excellent. Wow. This kid can finish. This kid can finish.
Well, this is the team in form, isn't it?
Patient play. Messi plays it in. Jesus on the half turn. That's a great goal. Absolutely brilliant. So let's make some substitutions.